welcome back to A Drop a Day, Self-Care to Community Care. My name's Tamara, and today I'm here with Sahana Prasad, the Interpersonal Violence Coordinator from CAPS. Sahana, can you tell us a little bit about your job?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you mentioned, I'm the Interpersonal Violence Services Coordinator at CAPS, and so what that means is that my job at CAPS is really to think about how we can best utilize our services to support survivors of sexual violence and interpersonal violence here on campus. And so half of what I do is doing individual trauma therapy with students and really helping them sort of navigate their emotional healing process. And the other half of what I do is connect students with resources on campus, like the Survivor Advocacy Resource Center. I work on trainings with them around like rape culture and bystander intervention. We think about how to connect other community organizations to survivors. And also really at the center of my work is thinking about how to support marginalized students that have had experiences of sexual violence, really thinking about how structural violence and things like racism and transphobia and ableism really intersect with people's individual experiences of violence.
So what do you do for self-care?
One of the things that I actually really love to do for self-care is to bake. And sometimes I'll make things like pies, but that's always really labor intensive. So one of the things that I actually make most often, especially in the fall, is banana bread. And I actually brought us all of the stuff to make banana bread today.
Sweet, let's get to it. So you said that baking is a form of stress relief for you.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that add stress into your life?
I think that part of my job is sort of stressful by nature. I think that, so in my field, in therapy and counseling, we talk about something that's called secondary or vicarious trauma. And so that's sort of the idea that as trauma workers doing the work of like holding space for other people to heal, sometimes hearing those stories or thinking about experiences that people have been through can really take a toll on us, even when that hasn't been our experience. And so that's something that I really try to pay attention to in my work. And really sort of be proactive about managing.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And so what ways does baking help to relieve some of that stress?
Yeah, I think that honestly what feels so good about baking is that it's like a really methodical process, right? And so it feels really soothing to be able to like follow instructions and follow steps. I think a lot of my work feels really unpredictable sometimes, and so to have sort of like a set routine to follow and know what it's gonna look like when it comes out of the oven, like that feels really good. And then also I have something really delicious to eat when I'm done, and there's no better self-care than good food.
That's amazing, and I can definitely attest. I eat donuts almost every day. That's true.
Great, so now we are ready to go ahead and put this in the oven.
Awesome. Smells like it's ready.
Yeah, let's take it out. You got it?
I don't know. I'm weak. It looks so good.
I'm so glad.
Thank you so much for sharing this with us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for letting me bake with you.
So catch us back in 2 weeks from now with another video of A Drop a Day, Self-Care to Community Care. Now we get to eat this.